I want to present something and see if you guys agree or disagree.
All right.
I believe that what women are doing, a part of their power, is when you believe they're hypocritical or they lie.
Duplicitous.
Mm-hmm. First off, you're an awesome dude. You're like the coolest white dude I know.
What am I? Chopped liver over here? What? Do I get number 2?
I spend a lot of time in Miami.
Let me explain you why. Because it seems like people like me, fresh and fit, and him, Donovan, I do it worse.
Niggas.
I do surgery. I do surgery with a blunt instrument.
That's right. That's right.
That's right. You seem like you come in, you have a scalpel. The thing about it, I was watching him. I said he's very precise when he speaks, and he comes in and he just. And I think that's amazing. I don't know if that's what your show's about all the time.
Niggas like us, we just come in.
Yeah,
that's what everything is.
Fuck it, this looks sharp enough.
Right. So I think that's awesome.
It's an acquired taste.
But I want to look at it and say women keep us confused for this reason. If you are a basketball player, one of the things we talk about Ben Simmons is what? Down the stretch, he's not helpful because why?
He mentally checks out. I live in Philly.
How do girls get power over people who are physically stronger than them? Make them doubt themselves.
Gaslight.
They know they're saying bullshit to you, but they also know if they have you doing like this, you can't do what you're good at.
Right.
So they know what they're doing. They know you don't know what they're doing. And until you stand up and say, wait a minute, they're lying, but they know they're lying. They're being duplicitous, but they know they're being duplicitous because they're making you jump through these hoops. So you're unsure. So they now have the power because when you're sure of yourself, they lose power.
That's right. They lose power.
There's 500 guys in the comment right now going, I can't do it. Fuck it. I'll never figure this out.
I'm trying to tell y'all. It's like, bitch, I'm Ben Simmons. You're a fucking Instagram model. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing you should be able to tell me that's going to throw me. Now, of course, we got rid of Ben Simmons, but and this is a survival mechanism. It's not, I don't want to say it's not bad, but it's not, women aren't terrible creatures, guys, but the only way a woman can leverage it, women can leverage power over men in one of two ways. Yeah. They can either use the mental game or they can be feminine. And each one is as powerful as the other one. The difference is the girls who use the mental games end up single. The girls who are feminine end up in good long-term relationships.
Well, they have their pluses and minuses. It's just like what you said about the woman who gets on the early payout.
Yes.
Well, the woman who gets the early payout, though, could end up being a Kim Kardashian steal.
That's true.
Where she can turn that into something. So what kind of investment you do? I tell people all the time, I'm willing to do some fuck shit. I'm not willing to do fuck shit for the rest of my life. Right. When I do fuck shit, it's supposed to be because I get this one lump sum payout and I got a plan with it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Grab the bag.
Thank you.
Grab
so
the bag.
when you look at it that way, yes. And women who lie or women who are feminine, they do have their pluses and they have their minuses. Yeah, that's right. Because a lot of those women who are real feminine end up with a dude who DDT in them every night.
Yeah, that's true.
DDT guy.
Yeah, he got in a crippling crossface. Yeah. Like he just straight up just suplexing her. Just
Jake the Snake.
Yo!
I got a good example. Do you guys remember? Do you remember when Bella Thorne was going to go on OnlyFans and give it? Here's my nudes, guys. I mean, like,
and I'll show everybody.
Yeah, and so she goes on OnlyFans and she says, "I'm going to do this," and then she gets up there and she makes $2 million within what 24 hours or 36 hours? I forget. But like in the history of OnlyFans, she made more money in the shortest amount of time just by doing that. And she put out like some side boob shots in black and white, grabbed the bag and took off.
And that's it. You haven't seen her on there since.
Well, and they she made them change the rules.
That's right.
She's the reason I joined OnlyFans. Dead ass. Seriously, when I saw a bitch make $1 million in a day, he
said, "I'm at the wrong business."
Do it now, bitch, I just want $3,800. I got a couple of bills due, motherfucker. Child support is real.
38 stacks.
But you are so right. And I just wanted to say this as a shout out to y'all too again. And I know it sounds like I'm in awe of you guys. Like, and I
Tommy, we love you. We're in awe of you, bro.
Let me explain to you why.
Keep it going.
Because when I heard people talk about y'all, and that's when I'm gonna go back to your point. At first, I didn't like y'all niggas. I didn't know y'all niggas, but I was like, they saying some shit, and I said, fuck these niggas. I did. But you know what?
Fuck them kids.
But you know what? Fuck them niggas come from? it comes from the lack of us doing this, which goes back to dating.
There you go. There you
we
go.
don't ever meet, and you guys are putting it to where
Physically.
fuck all that shit. Let's meet.
Yeah.
And when you meet with people and talk to them, you find out you have more in common with them than you don't. And even when you disagree respectfully.
Yep.
Because most people who are making videos calling you a fuck nigga or you ain't shit or whatever, they've never met you
and never will.
That's
never
true.
will.
That's true.
What was your second point? Because you're talking about the Skype. You said you had 2 points.
Well,
If you remember this, that was the second point.
Yeah,
Okay,
that was the second point. I was saying, if there were more of these and y'all are doing it,
In-person collaborations.
yes,
Man. Yeah.
like I didn't like you,
No one likes him.
but
Nobody
it was
likes me.
because of we only interacted via
text message, right?
But when you meet a nigga and you see bigoted now,
I mean, like the fucking video, guys.
Oh my god! Hey, I want to tag one thing on there.
I mean, you know what I'm
I
saying?
definitely wanted to make this point on this show here because I know both of you guys are like. There's a lot of guys that want to try to emulate your success.
Yeah.
they're trying to get girls in here, and they think that's the
There
whole
it
thing.
is.
That's the template, right? That's the formula. Is just get a bunch of bitches on here and talk to them. And I'll tell you what, those channels will fail if that's all they think this is about. That's the problem. So when you bring the girls in here, well, we're going to be the nicer, kinder, gentler version of Fresh and Fit. Fuck you. That is not going to happen because you're just going to be pandering to these girls, and you're just going to be like, the black version, or the manosphere, black manosphere version of The View. That's what it's going to end up being.
Definitely not going to happen. No,
That's what he was just saying right now. That's the strength of this show. Is like this right here is the strength of this show.
right.
The fact that you have never changed you have always been on point. I don't care where you went, whether it was on Flagrant or it was on No Jumper or wherever you guys have gone, even on
Hamas
even on
or
Mike
whatever the other
Rashid's
one.
show, you were still on point the whole time. And that's why we were talking about this before, like who's a good representative of the manosphere. Well, certainly in the black manosphere, you're a very good representative in the black manosphere.
Absolutely.
So I'm
they
giving you
would say
that
I'm not black though.
for the people who acknowledge you as being
Yes,
black.
yes,
They
yes,
told me
yes,
that,
yes.
and I'm the same color as the mic.
Exactly. I know. He's the same color with his shirt on or off. Yes. But so I was just going to say is all these guys are coming up right now because you guys have been very successful over the last year, and there's all these guys going, I want to eat their lunch, right? And they think all it is just girls and kicking them off and all this stuff. No, that is
not it.
absolutely not it.
And when they figure out that that's not what it's about, that's when they throw the shade and the hate.
It's rationalism
That's what happens.
versus the emotionalism of the girls, and then the fact that you got guys, you have a resource of guys here to have exactly this conversation, which is just what he was saying. Nobody else is doing. Who is doing this?
Nobody.
I go on Patrick Bet Davis, and people are like, "Who is this guy? Where'd this all come from?" Every time I go like on You Are Here, or I go on the Blaze, or I go somewhere else, people want to talk about exactly what we're talking about, but they have no.
Just like you said,
they can't
there's no
talk.
space. No basis.
They can't talk about it without pandering to. Oh, I don't want to be judgmental, right? The reason why this show is successful is because it stays on point. That's why, and nobody's going to be able to emulate that.
This is fresh and
I like your Rolo.
fucking.
I love you, man.
I'd also, and I've talked about this before, but just in general, in terms of authenticity, it's not like we just did this. Like, you can't, no offense, I'm okay if you're a younger person, you want to get in on this stuff, but you can't be some 25-year-old, I want to do this. Like, you sold mattresses. That's what I fucking love about you, is you sold mattresses,
Yeah.
It's great. I was a security guard, Rolo has an entire career in that, and, Walter, he wears sweaters. But, it's
He was a Nigerian
Barbados was a
scam
tough
artist.
life.
Listen, man. You know the way.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh wow!
Man, I got no respect for my own show. You know, no respect for my own show, man.
He wore a lot of white linen.
Oh my lord!
Oh my God! Let's go, niggas, man.
But look, I mean, I'll tell. So, computer science major, and you work at 2 fast food jobs. You came here to America, unlike Americans just sit and collect welfare checks and shoot up. Right. And it's like that you went through shit, you know. And it's like, that's when you go like, oh, I graduated with my degree in broadcasting journalism. Yeah.
This
Those
is why
white
when these
people,
This is why when these little snot-nosed kids come after guys like Rolo and, this guy is wrong, like, fam, you're just out of diapers. The point is to be able to create something like this, it takes seasoning, experience, dude, failure, success.
But you have to be open too. They're open. They're not having a show and saying, I'm worried about some other guy coming in.
Right.
maybe taking over or showing us up.
Right.
They're the first one. The motherfucker was like, "Nah, we'll make you a mod and you put your information in there."
Right.
I've been places where they don't want you to put your stuff.
Yeah,
all the glory. They want all the glory.
And I said, and that's when I said,
That's not what it's about,
those
man.
dudes cool. Now I just want to ask y'all two though.
Yeah.
Do y'all feel right now like Isaiah Rashad with all this in-person fellatio that y'all getting from these dudes?
In-person fellatio.
Especially these two white men that y'all getting it from. 'Cause I mean, I'm just curious though, like, as guys, did y'all come into this purposely to say we're a conduit? Because that's what it feels like.
That's what you guys are doing.
It fell into it.
You know,
we all fell into it.
You know what's funny? It's kind of like we were living our lives separately, at least me and Myron, and we did our own thing. We had our own lane. But thanks to Solo TV 84, he connected us together.
That's the dude.
And we spoke on the phone for like an hour.
Actually, Solo gave me your contact information to hit you up.
Yeah.
So if it weren't for Solo, I wouldn't have Fresh and I would not have Tommy here as well.
He's a good
So shout out to
dude.
Solo TV 84, man. If you guys don't know, give him number one, give him his flowers. And number two, go subscribe to his YouTube channel. Because over here at Fresh and Fit, we don't forget about the guys that helped us. We don't forget Donovan Sharpe that put me on. We don't forget Rollo Tomasi that's come on the show several times and given you guys wisdom. We don't forget Aaron Cleary, who's been a significant part about me increasing my net worth.
Oh, yeah,
We don't forget about Tommy Sotomayor,
legends
who's here,
in
who's a
space.
legend here right now,
Yeah.
and all the other guys that helped us out. Because here's the difference. As we climb, we don't retract the fucking ladder, baby.
Right.
We bring those guys up with us.
Yo, you
guys
have
are going to
done
make
that.
money with us.
Yeah.
You guys are going to become successful with us. You guys are going to become famous with us. Anyone that helped us out on the climb up is going to climb with us. We don't retract the fucking ladder over here. If you've been on the show before, you're going to continue to come on the show regardless of how fucking big we get. We're not going to go commercial. We're not going to go ahead and get bought out. We're going to keep saying and doing the things we want to fucking do. And, man, I just want to say thank you to you guys because we wouldn't be here without you guys forging a path.
Well, I'll tell you what we do, all of us, what we do is not easy.
It's not.
But listen, let's just pat ourselves on the back. We're fucking good at what we do. That's why it looks easy. And when people see this, they think, oh, I got I can do what they do. I'm just like, nah, bruh, you don't have my discipline. You don't have my experience. You don't have my work ethic. You think because you have a camera phone and an opinion, you're going to talk shit about somebody, you're going to go viral instantly and get 50,000. No, I didn't just wake up one day and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to become Donovan Sharpe and poof, 100,000
How do you guys feel about that though? The saturation of the market.
Yeah.
Is it a good thing?
Yes. Different
You do?
ideas.
Go ahead.
There's not a finite pie. As long as you're bringing something new and you're contributing something, like I think I was even talking to you about this role like today or yesterday, where it's like, people like, oh, they're getting in on your action. It's like, what action? There's so much.
There's a lot of
So many other perspectives.
You know what's
yeah.
funny? We
Yeah.
all have our strengths and weaknesses. So for example, right?
That's true.
He's super articulate, has great memory when it comes to facts and stats, and also what can debate. Me as well, I'm good at networking.
Yes.
I'm also good at
You're an IT genius.
IT and then marketing. You're good at finance, right?
Yeah.
And you're an economist.
I'm good at offending.
Black women in general.
He's a
You're good at
surgeon, hysterectomies. Remember that?
Going beyond the simple into the theory and deep dive and give someone a quick answer.
We are Justice League in
and
that
Donovan,
way.
you just sound like a white guy. And
That's
you
why they
come-
like you.
And then, right?
That's why they like
right?
you.
I'm gonna call you
trying to
Brooks
tell you.
because I'm done.